March 24th, 25th. Whoa, whoa. All right, this might be a brief video because it looks like I forgot to charge the battery on my GoPro. But hey, how you doing? Duff here. I'm at work. I have my Rode Wireless Go. I did not lose it. I have the one wheel. It is lunchtime. And we're gonna go ride. We're gonna go ride and talk about the new realities of life. All right, today's Wednesday. For those of you wondering, here's my Wednesday update. What is today, March 24th, 25th? Whoa, whoa. I'm not even sure what that was that I just hit, but I almost wrecked. Wow. Don't know what it was. Pay attention when you're on a one wheel. I'm on my XR today. So yeah, I think today's the 25th. Just got done watching the latest news conference by the governor. The governor still has not declared an official statewide shelter-in-place order. He's been getting some criticism for that, and I can see both sides of the story, to be honest with you, because his point was, you know, that may be appropriate in certain areas, but not necessarily the entire state, and don't want to take a blunt instrument to the problem, or there's the possibility of a more surgical approach being effective. And it looks like what's being discussed is certain areas possibly, like on a county by county basis, offering shelter-in-place warnings. And two of those counties might be Lee and Collier, actually. There was a commissioner meeting yesterday where they talked about that possibility. They were going to talk to local government in Lee County and see if they were going to do a shelter-in-place warning for those two counties, because I think they've already done that basically over in Miami-Dade. So yeah, things could be changing once again. They've been changing every day, obviously. One nice thing with getting the XR out today instead of the Pint is I don't really need to worry about riding more distance than I can during my lunch hour. With the Pint, my ride the other day, after 8 miles, you know, I was down to I think 8% battery. So I actually could have expired the battery during that ride. I'm not in danger of doing that on the XR, which is nice. Although the XR still with the stock Vega tire is not as much fun to ride as the Pint, but it's still fun. Don't get me wrong, it's still fun. Back over at the golf course again, and it looks like it is still open, I think. I don't know, maybe it's not. There's not that many cars in the parking lot, but as far as I know, there has been no edict to close golf courses as of yet. So my situation at work, it's changed a little bit. They still are closed to the public with staff reporting, but on Monday they made a change where they're having only 50% of the staff report, so they're alternating days. You know, basically it works out to people are working 2.5 days a week, alternating time off, I guess, to further reduce grouping, but also, you know, since most of the business that we conduct is over the counter, face to face with customers, and there are no customers, you have a serious lack of work available for some of the staff. So yeah, that's the latest. I think this guy in the truck behind me has never seen someone on a one wheel before. Just a hunch. He's been behind me for like 2 minutes. Feels good to be out on the one wheel. Definitely. Figure I might as well get out here and take advantage of this now because I might not be able to later. More than likely tomorrow and Friday I will be working through my lunch because we are still moving forward with moving a branch, and I'm going to have a ton of things to do. So figure I might as well get out here in the sun, enjoy a ride while that is still a possibility. Whoa, extreme. Whoa, extreme. I did make another stop at the grocery store last night on the way home. We needed a few things, and again, I saw very few people wearing masks. Now, I mean, when you talk to medical experts, you know, they say, generally speaking, that masks don't do you a whole lot of good if you are not sick. They say the primary thing that it accomplishes is if you are known to be sick, it cuts down on the amount of droplets that you are, you know, putting out there through breathing or coughing or sneezing or whatever. But they're saying if you're not sick, you know, it doesn't do you a whole lot of good. The one exception that I could come up with is, you know, if you're the type of person that's always itching and scratching your face, touching your face like I am, it does prevent you from having direct hand contact with those areas, with your mouth and nose and whatever. So, you know, but it's, I guess my point is that it's not like anywhere near what you saw in other countries, especially China, where everybody was wearing a mask. Everybody. So that is definitely not the case here in Southwest Florida. No skill zombie rider. All right, check this out, man. We're gonna go speed bump to sidewalk transition. Extreme. Wham! Woo. That was pretty extreme, actually. Extreme. Just call me an extreme boomer, man. That's me.
Extreme.
I did do some checking though. Based on my date of birth, which is 1967, I am not technically a boomer. The youngest boomers were born in 1964, no later than 1964, so I'm not technically a boomer. I'm technically Generation X. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but yeah, that's what I am. We got some more admirers. Hello. It is nice with the XR, you know, not only you got the additional range from the bigger battery, but yeah, you're able to go faster, 2 to 3 miles an hour faster before you start getting tilt back on the XR. So that is also nice. And I mean, really, I think the ideal scenario, if money isn't an object, because the XR is obviously much more expensive than a pint, is to fork up the money for an XR and then get a round profile tire on it, and then you have the best of both worlds. You know, pint-like agility with more range and speed. It's a win-win. And I've been talking about replacing the tire on the XR for a long time. Haven't done it yet. But if we do get shelter-in-place orders, maybe that will be the time to do it, right? All right, I make a vow, if I do get a shelter-in-place where, whoa, extreme. If I do get a shelter-in-place order and I do find myself not going to work for a period of time, I will put a rounded profile tire on my XR. If not, you can all make fun of me. These road sidewalk areas without a conventional ramp are a little wonky, because if you were real tight and not loose going over that, I mean, there's a lot of back and forth action that happens very quickly. You just have to kind of keep your ankles loose and just go with it. Bending the knees helps as well. All right, taking another detour. This is an area that I used to run once in a while. It's been many, many, many years since I've been around this area, but I am somewhat familiar with it. So since battery life is not a problem, we will check it out. I am exhibiting ample social distancing, just like I like it. You can't be too socially distant for me. Oh, I did want to mention at the grocery store yesterday, the state of grocery stores. It wasn't horrific, although there were still no paper goods to be found whatsoever. Still no hand sanitizer, obviously. The non-perishable shelves were pretty picked out. They did have a decent supply of meat. I got some for Cindy, even though I don't eat beef, pork, or poultry. Got some for Cindy. And, you know, milk, orange juice. I was able to get all that kind of stuff. So we're not in dire straits. You know, although if I didn't have toilet paper, it might be a little dire, but we're okay in that regard as well. Not many people on the road, so might as well use them, right? All right, so like I said, battery on my GoPro's low. I just wanted to quickly check in. Let you guys know that still surviving here, still making do with what cards you're given. That's all you can do. Do the best. Trying to be responsible. Trying to, you know, be a responsible citizen. Practice social distancing. Good sanitary practices, and just, you know, trying to live life best you can. So, if you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, let's get off the street here. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please think about subscribing. If you're going to subscribe, you could hit the notify bell to notify you of new videos over here somewhere. I don't even know if you can see me. Probably not. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. How you're getting by here in the COVID-19 world. And that's all I have for you for now. Until next time, Duffman out. Extreme. Extreme.